Hello and welcome to the now seventh episode of The Small Ones, where I'm trying to shine a wonderful light on extremely talented and great fellow creators of the smaller variety. And today I am very pleased to welcome Self-Medicating Pony. Hello, would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi. My username is SelfMedicatingPony. I don't use my real name because it's unusual and easy to find me, but I go
No
by
doxing.
Pony. You can call me Pony. Some people call me SMP. Um, yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer, small, tiny Twitch streamer, and I'm also an esthetician. So it's fun.
It is. For those of you who do not know you, what do you create?
I mean, I'm kind of a variety streamer. I do a lot of like RPGs. I've been going through the Kingdom Hearts series.
Mhm.
I started Oblivion for the first time recently, and I'm having fun with that.
Awesome.
I've played a little bit of retro games. I'm a big Pokemon fan, so I've been playing through Pokemon Snap and, the more recent Pokemon games as well as the older ones. So I'm kind of all over the place.
But are you more all over the place in the Kingdom Hearts story?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I try not to overcomplicate things like the story does. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm a little bit more tame than that.
Can you follow the story?
No,
Good. I thought
no.
that maybe I'm just too silly for it. I've never even played it, but I've tried to watch videos on the story of Kingdom Hearts and I still don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I've played all of the games in the order that I was told by like really big Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yeah.
They gave me a list in the order of what I was supposed to play,
Uh-huh.
and I still cannot grasp everything that's going on. Yeah.
What's the story behind your username?
That's a good question. Um, when I was in high school, I just have this very strong memory of sitting on my friend's couch. I had friends on the other side of the room who were they had all their computers set up. It was kind of like a LAN thing, but it was 2010s, so it wasn't a LAN
Awesome.
party. They were all playing, I think they were playing League of Legends,
Mhm.
and I don't remember the exact joke that came up, and I really beat myself up about that. But it was something about a unicorn that was doing drugs or something like that.
Mhm.
And my friend was like, "What is that? Some sort of self-medicating pony?" And immediately I was like, "That's mine. That's mine. I'm taking that. I don't care. I'll give you credit, but I'm taking that."
Well, here you go,
So,
friend. There's your credit being given.
yep, thanks, Sam.
I like that. That's a good story. Organic creation of odd usernames. Eh,
I don't remember what the exact comment was, and it really bothers me, but it's fine.
it burrowed into my brain the very first time I saw you in my chat. Like this is one of those names I absolutely remembered immediately. It's so fun.
It's
I
very
love it.
specific. Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good one. How large is your following at the moment?
I would say it's very small. It's my followers, I think I have 210 followers on average viewership, I'll get I don't know, 8 to 10 viewers.
Mhm.
I don't really I'm not big on like Instagram and TikTok and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't upload to those platforms. So if I did, I don't know, I might grow a little bit, but I'm sort of taking it easy, and I really appreciate the people who are very loyal and hang out with me while I'm streaming.
And that's a pretty damn good average viewership you got for that following size. I think that's already putting you quite high up in the Twitch echelons. You might not think, but
Yeah,
that's quite a few
that's good.
people. Yeah. Who is your target audience?
This is a weird way to start the sentence, but I have ADHD. Fellow neurodivergent people, I would say. And I know that that's a really big thing right now. It's like trendy to be neurodivergent,
Okay.
but it's the sort of thing that I can relate very easily to people
Mhm.
who also have ADHD, or people who are, on the autistic spectrum and also have ADHD, or, people who have just anxiety, depression, things like that. I'm really big on mental health. So anyone who is chill and doesn't mind a few like dirty jokes and just like penis humor, that sort of thing.
I think that's a very well defined target audience. So if you're listening to this and you're like, that's me. I like all those things. I can relate, then this is your person.
And people who understand the chaos that goes inside my mind,
Yeah.
you know, where like I've had viewers who get frustrated that I don't check chat frequently, and
Yeah.
I try so hard to remember to check chat, but sometimes I'm in the moment and I tend to like ask chat a question and then forget to check what they say. And so people are like, "Hello, Pony, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I'm hyper focused on this."
Oh dear. Oh dear. Where can people find your work?
It would be mostly on Twitch for sure. Like I said, I'm not on TikTok. I do have a TikTok account and I do have an Instagram account,
Yeah.
but I am not good at uploading videos. I'm not good at editing videos and then uploading them. I will sometimes upload clips to my story on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I might have like a highlights reel on Instagram,
Yeah.
but honestly, I could definitely be doing better.
Couldn't we all? But links, of course, all in the description, probably also somewhere on screen right now. So please do check out Pony, give a follow, check out the stream, say hello, and don't be bothered if you don't get an answer in chat. Might take a moment. What do you love the most about your own work?
I'm playing the games that I really enjoy. So I haven't I haven't had anyone request a game that I really just don't like. I started streaming because I like playing games and providing commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had friends who will play games with me and we're cracking up. And I'm not saying that I'm a hilarious person, but sometimes it's fun to like crack a joke and have chat see it and respond and be like, haha.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like just making people laugh and doing what I want to do at the same time without, having a boss to answer to.
I get it. And you are doing a very good job of it. I have never been in your streams and not been entertained. I can say that.
Oh, that's good.
So you're doing a wonderful job. What are some of your current projects?
I don't have any.
I mean, I'd say
I don't.
maybe playing through Kingdom Hearts is pretty much a project,
Yes.
no?
Yes. Yeah. The current games that I'm playing through, I guess those count as projects. So yeah, the Kingdom Hearts series, I'm on Kingdom Hearts 3 right now.
Mhm.
So I'm toward the end of it. When I finish it, I've had a couple people request that I start Kingdom Hearts 1 over again. So
Okay.
I'll probably do that. With Oblivion, obviously that's, a long game. So
Yeah.
that's I'm ready to keep playing that for, a number of months or however long it takes to get through it.
Awesome.
But I am notoriously bad at finishing things. I will get like 3/4 of the way through a game and either get distracted by something or
Yeah.
get stressed out about the idea of finishing it.
I can relate to this. I very often it's not so much that I might get distracted. I just get to a point in a game where I'm like, you know what? I don't quite care enough anymore.
Yeah, you kind of lose interest almost.
I've,
Yeah.
I've seen enough of it. Thank you very much. It was a nice time. Goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something that did not quite go as planned?
I can't really think of anything. I try to take things as they go. I didn't really plan. I didn't have any goals. I had goals to have good viewership
Yeah.
and things like that. But honestly, I mean, the quiet streams where I only have a few viewers or, no one's chatting, I guess that could be something that I could say didn't go as planned, but honestly, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I still get to play video games, so it's
Absolutely.
not the end of the world for me. Yeah, I guess I put pressure on myself that I don't need to put on myself sometimes.
Okay.
So I have to force myself to slow down and be like, "Nah, I'm chilling. Like I'm not going to worry about it."
Yeah.
And force myself to just like take it easy.
If your work was a person, how would you describe them?
I'm really bad at these questions. It kind of like me, I guess. I don't know, just kind of scatterbrained and kind of, I don't want to say ditzy because I'm not dumb, but just kind of all over the place and more
Yeah.
more art focused rather than science focused. Someone who really likes hands-on work and projects and things like that. doesn't do as well with the like execution of tasks as much
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, just someone who has ADHD. I don't know. That's not me. Like I don't let ADHD be my
Yeah.
personality. Like it's not all of me. I'm
Yeah.
obviously so much more than that. But receiving a late diagnosis has taught me that a lot of what I have gone through is because of that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so it's something that like I have to take that into account when I'm being hard on myself.
Absolutely. And I think it's fair to point out that up until this moment in this interview, I didn't know this about you, and I also did not notice it coming into your
Yeah.
streams. Like I had no idea
I spent
this was
30
something.
years masking it. So
Yeah, yeah. I figured it's a problem for some of us who weren't around when these diagnoses were more common in younger folk, right? Like, who
right.
knows what kind of things I have? Like, there are so many things about me in my life where I feel like, am I slightly autistic? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Might be.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, really?
Yeah.
And it's the sort of thing I've seen people say, people who are neurotypical don't spend time wondering if they're autistic or have ADHD.
No.
And that has made me think like,
Ah, shit.
oh, yeah, shit.
Ah, come
Oops.
on. As if I needed more signs. Um,
Hey, it's fun to be spicy, okay? We're
yeah.
neurospicy. It's fine.
How long have you been doing this?
I will have my 1 year Twitch anniversary coming up in July.
Awesome.
So, yeah, just about a year.
Who or what inspired you to start?
I would say my sister was always, and my best friend, both of them have always been very supportive of this kind of, I don't want to say career because I have a day job,
Yeah.
but for me personally, it's not quite a career, but I think they've always just been very supportive of me, like interacting with other people while I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was in high school, I would record me and my best friend playing games. We would be talking while we would play games. And that was something that I just really enjoyed. Yeah, I don't know. I like making people laugh, and my friends agreed. They were like, yeah, you'd be a good streamer. So,
Big thanks to your friends for giving you a nudge in the right direction, because otherwise I would not have met you and I would not have the pleasure of getting to see you stream. So they deserve a little thumbs up for sure. You did touch on it in your introduction, but maybe you could say a little bit more about it. What do you do for a living?
so I'm an esthetician. I went to aesthetic school uh, a number of years ago, probably 8 or 9 years ago. I went to aesthetic school. Some people call it beauty school. I specialize in skincare, so that would be facials, providing facials and waxing and doing eyelash extensions. Basically, working on the face is what I do. And I don't do hair or nails, but I am knowledgeable in those fields just from being around it in school.
Yeah.
I considered going into dermatology when I was younger, but
All
I
right.
figured I don't want to do the surgical stuff. I don't want to do the diagnosis.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to make people feel better. I really like what I do.
It fits the motivation to start the Twitch as well, I think.
That's true.
It's a theme with you, it appears. You want other people to feel nice and happy, and that's really
I'm a
cool.
people pleaser, I guess. Yeah.
Wonderful. And how do you fit being a creator in your daily life?
It's tough sometimes because I work from home and I'm self-employed. My work schedule comes first, naturally.
Yeah.
I will have, 1 week I'll have a very hectic schedule where I'm busy pretty much every day of the week, along with personal stuff.
Yeah.
But I always try to fit in at least a couple days a week a stream. And my trouble right now is consistency, because I will block off time at the end of my work day to
Yeah.
stream. But sometimes at the end of the day, I'm so beat. I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, I can't. And I feel bad. It's kind of like I don't I'm not like a fake streamer. Like I take this seriously.
Yeah.
But it's really hard for me to push myself to stream when I'm already really wiped out from work. And with work I socialize, so I'm already using all of my like social energy, you know.
Do you have any pets?
Yes. I have German Shepherd, and his name is Rigby. And he does show up on stream sometimes. I like to joke that he's invisible to the camera. He's almost all black, so he kind of blends in with the background, but sometimes you'll see like a snout come in. Lately, I've been feeding him treats so that he takes them right from the mic. So you get some little doggy ASMR.
Awesome.
But yeah, he's my baby.
How old is he?
He will be 4 in October, so he's 3.5.
All right. Keeping in line with keeping things alive, do you have a green thumb?
I do when I'm paying attention. I went through a phase when I moved to a new town a couple years ago, and when I first moved, I got a ton of plants and went into like my planting phase. And I still have a ton of plants. You know,
Yeah.
I can't even name them, but I do have 2 fiddle leaf figs. I have a couple ficus. I have a few pothos or pothos, however you say it.
Yeah.
Philodendrons. You know, I have a whole bunch of plants.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got to the point where I had so many that I couldn't keep track of when I was watering them.
Okay.
And so a couple of them died, but we still have a lot. There's still a lot of green in my house. So yes, I like to say I have.
What's something that made you smile this week?
A lot of things make me smile.
That's good.
Probably Rigby. Just Rigby in general, he makes me laugh every day because he's such a dork. I have a bird feeder and
Okay.
a hummingbird feeder, and that also makes me laugh, just seeing the birds. I know I'm an old lady, but I will watch the birds in my backyard and they'll just be fucking around, just doing whatever they want,
Yeah.
like kicking food all over the place and screaming at each other, and it's just so entertaining for me. I love animals. So anything animal related makes
That's
me
great.
smile. But yeah, so I can't say specifically this week something animal related.
Do you have a guilty pleasure that some might find cringe?
I watch trash TV sometimes. I like rewatching old shows a lot. I have my comfort shows like The Office,
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny, Arrested Development, you know, just like classic mid 2000s type shows that I usually have on in the background. Same with King of the Hill.
Ah,
But
such a good show.
usually I don't know if anyone would find that cringe. I'm sure there's someone who finds that cringe. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
If that's the
What
cringiest
are
thing
my
you can
guilty
think of.
pleasures? I'll have to get back to you on that. I really have to think about that because I don't really care what other people cringe at. Yeah, I don't really think about it, I guess. And that makes me sound very cocky. But no, I don't really worry about that, I guess.
I think this is a mindset that a lot of people aspire to get. So it's not cocky, it's just aspirational.
That's good.
Do people in your life know about your streaming and do they support you?
Yes, the people who do know are very supportive. My best friend drops in on my streams sometimes and we'll hang out. My sister drops in. My other siblings, if they know, they haven't dropped in. I have friends who know and they'll watch and lurk. But, you know, I don't tell my clients what I do because I don't, you know, I want to keep that separate. But friends and family, yeah, they do know that I stream and they're supportive, but it might be from the sidelines, you know.
All right. And how can people best support your work?
Just chat. Just chat with me while I'm streaming, you know, or chat in the Discord or, you know, whatever. I appreciate all of my lurkers, but sometimes if no one's chatting, I feel like no one's watching.
Yeah.
And so just sending a message like, "Hey, I'm here." You know, like we can talk or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes my day usually if it seems quiet and someone drops in. That's like, yeah, it gives me the warm fuzzies.
So absolutely, please do head out, check when Pony's online and say hi and chat and have a nice little convo because it's worth it. It's very fun. What's an unexpected skill you've picked up?
I'm getting at first person type games. I have always been really bad at first person shooters
Yeah.
because I panic and my hand moves and the screen moves and it's just complete chaos.
Yeah.
So I have gotten better at that. I've gotten better at playing, yeah, with a mouse and keyboard rather than just a controller for everything. So that's definitely something that I do more of than I used to. I wouldn't say it's a skill yet.
It soon will be. It sounds like the beginning of one. What's your current short-term goal?
Yeah, if I could get to an average of like 15 viewers, that would be fantastic. But obviously, that's the sort of thing that, like, I say average, because I'm going
Yeah.
to have slow days and then I'm going to have more fun, like afternoons, sort of. But yeah, and that as well as having a solid, consistent streaming schedule. That's my main struggle is the streaming schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. And that also helps a lot with the first goal, honestly. Just
Yes,
having that consistency so people know when to come on in and drop by.
exactly.
Yeah. What milestone meant a lot to you?
I think getting my first 100 followers, and I'm only at 200, so, that wasn't that long ago. That was like, okay, I'm officially like I can do this for fun. Like this is something that I can keep doing. It's not, another hobby that I started and then trailed off and lost interest. Like I'm taking this seriously now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is fun. Yeah.
How do you celebrate small and big wins?
I try to give back to other streamers. So if I have someone who gifts 5 subs or something, I appreciate it so much, but I also feel bad. So I'm the kind of person who will go over and sub to another streamer's channel. So
Yeah.
I try to, yeah, I'm not like a big celebrator. Like when a hype train starts, I'm kind of like, woo, what do I do? Like I don't some people play music, all these things, and I'm just like, what, thank you. What
I don't know what to do with hype trains either. Still, no
Right,
fucking clue.
yeah.
No, I think that's great. Trying to keep it among fellow creators, because that's also, I've noticed that this mutual understanding of how it is to sit, for example, in a quiet chat and whatnot. A lot of people that then are active are other creators who just shoot a message or two, just to keep it rolling, to give you something to work off of, and this kind of mutual support. I really appreciate that, and I never expected that to be a thing on Twitch. I'm so surprised by how many people I've connected with through this whole thing. It's really weird. I never expected that. I always thought Twitch was a really weird place because I only knew about the big streamers who have like 5 to 10,000 people in chat, and it just rolls by and like, okay, now what? Smaller streamers like you, they're actual people there you can connect with. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I really like the community that we have with the small streamers. It's very supportive and helpful.
What would having made it mean to you as a creator?
I don't ever expect it to happen, but making it for me would be okay, I don't have to work. I can, like, streaming is my job. And I think that's how it
Yeah.
is for a lot of streamers. Once you get
Yes.
to the point where you're making enough money and getting enough viewers and all of this, that you're able to sustain it, like live off of it,
Yeah.
that would be, that's like the big deal.
And how do you think you would handle blowing up overnight and just making it big?
I would be really stressed. I think I would be excited, but also extremely nervous during my next stream. Like if it happened
Oh yeah.
overnight, like you said, I think I would put a lot of pressure on myself for that next stream to make it really entertaining and really fun. If it's not organic growth, if it's not gradual growth,
Yeah.
I think I would just be too hard on myself. I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. I think we've had this previously with others. I think Thrifty also touched on it when I spoke to him. That growing with your community is probably the thing to do. Like you start out and at first you have like 3 people in chat maybe, and that's manageable, and then suddenly there's 5 or 10, and then even then you already sometimes have stretches where you can't even keep up with that because people are just
Right.
sending so many messages, right? And I think just blowing up overnight is probably, for those who have made it, the way they have made it. I don't think there's an actual gradual growth from 0 to, let's say, I don't even know what you need to be sustainable, but let's say from 1 to 5,000 viewers or something. I don't think that has ever been really this.
Yeah, I think part of the pressure that I would put on myself is also making sure that I acknowledge my original viewers,
Oh,
people
yeah.
who've become my friends.
Yes.
I would feel terrible if they got swallowed in chat and I
Yeah.
didn't see their message or I didn't get to say hi to them or something. So that's, yeah.
That is a worry. And these people, I think, they don't even possibly realize how much they mean to us, because
Yeah.
it's just,
Right.
they're practically the reason we even think we can do this
Yeah,
and keep at it,
exactly.
right? So
Yeah.
they deserve all the credit and the praise. Where or when do you have your best ideas?
Sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes during a stream, I will realize, there's something like I just had an idea. But normally it's when I'm falling asleep at night or in the middle of the night. I will wake up, or, my brain will wake up and be like, do this. I have to remember it. And if I'm falling asleep, I don't want to wake myself up by putting it into my phone or writing it
Yeah, yeah.
down. So a lot of the time I forget it, but then it comes back to me eventually.
That's good.
And so sometimes I will message people in Discord and be like, can someone please remind me to do this?
I think I might know the answer by now, but do you plan and prepare your work, or do you wait?
Sometimes I start up OBS and I even start streaming and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do, what game I'm going to play. I'm really living on the edge, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's hardcore.
And part of it, it's not that I plan to not know. It's
Yeah.
that I go to start up and I'm like, okay, I'm on time today. And then I realize I'm like, oh wait, am I going to play a Switch game? Am I going to play like a retro game? Am I going to do a PC game? And so sometimes I'll ask chat, but usually I figure it out on my own, where I'm like, okay, Kingdom Hearts this day, another
Yeah.
RPG this day, or, Sim Park this day. So different things.
Do you also sometimes forget to update your stream info and description and stuff, and you send out a
Yes.
go live message that has nothing to do with what you're doing?
Yes.
Good. I'm not alone then.
And it's usually when I forget is when I had a really specific
Ah,
notification set
yeah.
prior. And so it's like long stream today or something. And I'm like, no, it's not a long stream.
What's a small thing that annoys you at the moment with your process?
For me, sometimes I forget. I never forget that I'm streaming, but I forget to talk if it's quiet,
Yeah,
or if
yeah.
I'm really concentrating on something. If it's like a boss battle, I'm talking the whole time. But if I'm doing something more chill, like, cozy game,
Yeah.
I forget to check chat. I forget to talk. And so it's like 5 minutes straight of just silence. And I don't like that about me. Like, I'm fine with other streamers being quiet, absolutely. But for me personally, I'm someone who I like to talk. So
Yeah.
then I'll be like, oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
What's the biggest hurdle you usually face when being creative?
Editing videos, I would say.
Yeah.
And I know that that's a struggle with a lot of fellow creators. Like, even today, I turned on my computer and I was like, okay, before the interview, I'm going to edit some videos. And I did not. It's just something that I like the finished product.
Yeah.
And I'm okay editing videos, but I can't push myself to do it sometimes.
How do you deal with that usually?
Either don't, or I will dedicate a specific time during the week, in my day, like usually a weekend, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be on the computer for 3 hours and I'm going to be farting around doing, video editing and things like that. And I'm going to get really sick of the sound of my voice. But I have to like block off a specific time in my schedule to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm going to, be in the other room doing random crap and forgetting.
What's something you had to learn the hard way?
I don't know, because I tend to set expectations a little bit low.
Okay.
Not super low, I'm not a pessimist. I try to be optimistic, but with this sort of thing, I try to be open-minded, and just like my first few streams, I had 0 viewers or like 1 viewer. And it was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't have high expectations. So that kind of helps me not get let down with things.
What's something you wish more people knew about being a small creator?
A lot of us really just enjoy socializing, or at least we like to dedicate time to socialize. It's socializing is where you're interacting with people who are chatting with you, and People are suggesting things. People are asking you questions, saying, "How's your day?"
Yeah,
People are venting, complaining about something that happened to them, things like that. It's socializing, and
it is.
I really, really do enjoy playing video games. It forces me to socialize, and so I think some people don't realize that when there's nothing going on, I'm in my own head. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I'm like, oh, I can't socialize. I can't talk to anyone. People, of course, will listen to the VODs later. I have a couple
Mm,
people who do, but
yeah.
it's still, I like having people in chat.
If you started again, what would you do different?
I would be really active on social media.
Hmm.
I would create my TikTok account day one and start, talking to the camera more,
Yeah.
doing more like interacting with people and doing, yeah, live Twitch or live TikTok
Yeah.
streams and things like that, and Instagram, uploading a lot of edited videos and things like from the get go.
Mm.
So it seems more professional and more put together. So yeah.
I mean, you still have the chance to do all that. It's still
Exactly.
open.
Yeah. But it's better if you start, at the
Yeah.
same time as your streaming
I th-
starts.
what's something you need to improve on, and what's your plan to do it?
My number one thing I think is my schedule.
Hmm.
Aim for Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, life gets in the way. And of course, no one's perfect. People like you, or like I have a lot of fellow streamers who are right on the dot, just very reliable, live at the exact same time every single day or every other day or whatever
Yeah.
it is. I'm working toward that. I'm working toward just being more consistent. Yeah. And
Awesome.
announcing my schedule too.
Have you ever struggled with burnout?
Not yet, only because this year I've taken a lot of like family vacations,
Mhm.
and during those vacations I don't stream, and I sometimes don't use Discord either. So those kind of blackout times that I have help me recuperate and gather my energy again. Yeah, not yet. Knock on wood.
I think we kind of answered this, but do you enjoy interacting with the people who interact with your work?
Always, always. Yeah, I like people who are, yeah, like I said, just asking me how my day is going, or telling me how their day is going, or people who are saying like, "Hey, I've played this before. Can I offer some help?" I'm like, "Yes, backseating is fine, but no spoilers." Sometimes I have to announce that, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's the sort of thing that like I appreciate any input in games, especially if I'm clearly lost and don't know what I'm doing, which happens frequently. So
But that's pretty cool and rare. For people who don't necessarily watch a lot of Twitch, backseating is when someone, as I said, gives tips and tries to help in teaching you the game. And a lot of streamers, myself included to a degree, don't quite appreciate that. What I usually have is I have the same rule, no spoilers. Basically, I allow my community also to just tell me like, okay, the tip you have will include spoilers. How bad are the spoilers? And then I just go, whatever, tell me. That's not so common. Have you been surprised by comments or messages about your work?
no, not that I can remember, at least. I try not to take things personally. I wouldn't say surprised as much as sometimes I get irritated.
Okay.
I have had, one or two people who will come in when I'm in the middle of a game and say, I don't like this game, or like, this is boring, or like, play something else. And it's like,
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
no. So those irritate me more than anything, but it doesn't happen frequently. It's only happened once or twice in the year
Alright.
that I've been streaming, luckily.
What's the nicest thing someone has said about your work?
I have a few viewers who are there very consistently and say, the vibe is immaculate right now, or like, this is such a chill, cozy stream,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And that just, that makes me smile. I really enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot more than, people saying like, oh, you look pretty, or you look like Snow White or something. Like, I've had people say that, and it's like, thanks, but that's not why I'm here. I'm not having fun just so that you can stare at me. Like, it's not,
Yeah.
it's the more like, yeah, like this is a really great stream. This is a fun stream, things like that.
What do you think would the balance be? Like, do you get more comments on your stream itself that is good, or do you feel like it's more people that comment on your appearance?
Definitely more people commenting on the stream, which
All
I
right,
appreciate.
that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. I do have a couple viewers who come in and they just like talk shit, you know, they joke about things, make dirty jokes, things like that. And
Yeah,
it's like, it's funny and I enjoy it. Dirty jokes are always funny.
yeah.
They don't warm my heart like people saying, yeah, I look forward to your stream every time you stream, you know, that sort of thing.
Awesome. Have you made any friends through your journey?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have. And that's, I think, why I consider it so much fun to socialize with people is you get to know them and you get to know, you know, what part of the world they're in and
Yeah.
their kind of humor and all of these things. And it's just a lot of my viewers who've become my friends are people who have the same political views as I do. And,
Yeah.
you know, once they add me on we follow each other on Instagram and they'll, you know, send me reels that they find funny and I'll send them back and things like that. And it's, yeah, so absolutely.
If you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
That's a good question. I don't think I have an answer to that. I think because if I were to pick a big time streamer, I think I would get swallowed by, you know, all of the interaction that person is getting. I'll collaborate with anyone as long as we align with, you know, the game that we want to play or the thing that we want to do.
Yeah.
And the, you know, as long as the chatters are pretty much the same, you know, where it's not just like,
yeah,
one side is like people who are angry about something or like arguing about politics or something, and then my side is people are just like hanging out. Anyone? I don't know.
Sounds good. I mean, why not? That being open to these kind of opportunities and chances, I think, is important. So, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
My best friend. Hi, Mom. No, I just... No, I mean, because she's really supportive and she hangs out with me a lot. I know she's not a fellow streamer, but she could easily be one. Streamer wise, I think just anyone who is who reciprocates the love, you know, that sort of thing, where it's like you have rated me a couple times, and I always appreciate that. The vibes in your chat are always in your stream. They're always just it's just chill. It's cozy. I come in and cause chaos, that's okay, and then I leave, and then I'm sure after I leave it gets calm again. It's like, yeah, anyone who's nice. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to everyone. I like that. That's good. We can do that. What's your best piece of advice for fellow creators?
Consistency, setting the rules early. I in terms of like chat rules.
Yeah.
Because people will always try to push the boundaries. You know, I have chat rules that are like, don't use real names unless given permission to.
Okay.
Like no hate of any kind, no racism, homophobia, things like that.
Yeah.
But if you don't put that from the get-go, people don't know
Yeah.
if it's okay or if it's not okay. It kind of sets the vibe for your stream also. Like saying that outright, that like no homophobia, no transphobia, no any of that.
Yeah.
That makes people feel safe, and I want people to be safe in my stream.
Yes. It's a very strong signal also to the elements that might be comfortable with doing that. They're not welcome, right? They shouldn't feel welcome, but everyone else should.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you have some motivational words for the world right now?
No. I don't. I grew up privileged. I am not the kind of person to be like, oh, make love not war, you know. It's like shit's happening, and like I don't know. I go through waves of being angry and being sad about it.
Yeah.
And then being apathetic because it's like it's too much to handle. I get burnt out. But
yeah,
I know that that's like a negative response to your question, but yeah, I can't really think of anything.
I think there is a very positive to what you just said, because what it tells me about you is that you are introspective and you're self-aware, and you understand that maybe certain people are just, you know, what are we gonna really say about these things? Like, what's gonna help someone in, let's say, Gaza or something at all?
Right.
Like, it's a horrible situation which most of us will luckily never be able to comprehend or understand
Yeah.
or even try and emphasize, because it's just so alien what's going on. It should never happen. So I understand that response. It's I think it speaks for your character to have that response.
Well, that's good.
Do you have a message for you from today to you in the future?
I don't think about the future. My brain doesn't go that way.
Okay.
I don't. I'm like a dog. I live in the moment. You know, it's
Well then, future
like,
pony, keep living in the
for
moment.
me in the future, invest in AI. I don't know. Like, what? I don't have
Not
any.
financial advice.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any ideas for that really.
It's all good. Do you prefer sparkling water still?
Still.
Short and sweet, straight to the point.
Yep.
No discussion needed.
And it needs to be as cold as possible. I need my water like close to frozen.
All right. That's some good water. I agree. That's very good water. Do you prefer savory, sour, or sweet snacks?
Savory and sweet. I don't really like sweet and savory together. I'm not the like salted caramel kind of person.
That's weird.
But yeah, I flip-flop between the two. Sometimes I want chips. Sometimes I want Oreos. It depends.
Do you have any beauty tips?
Is that specifically for me?
Yes.
I was like, are you asking everyone or?
I'm thinking just throwing that at people, but you're the first one I'm doing it for with, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Your best friend should be sunscreen. People don't wear sunscreen or reapply enough. Even people who wear sunscreen, they're like, oh, it's in my moisturizer, it's in my makeup. You need something that you can reapply throughout the day if you're out in the sun.
Yeah.
So sunscreen is the #1 anti-aging tool that you can have, or age prevention tool. I mean, like something like 90% of what we perceive as aging in the skin is sun damage. So wrinkling, hyperpigmentation, like, you know, liver spots, things like that. That's all sun damage related.
I mean, I'm never in the sun. I'm gonna look young forever. That's amazing.
Yeah, I joke with my clients about, I'm like, I am gonna look young for a while because I have chubby cheeks, and having that fat under the skin, I mean, we lose the fat in our face as we age, and so I have extra fat to lose. So I'm not gonna be saggy for a little while. You know, I've got that padding. It's
Why did you agree to this interview?
I don't know, because why not? I like I said, I like being open with people, and it's kind of, I'm not good at being in the spotlight, but it's something that I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with over time, and I don't really like talking about myself. So I guess it's more for me that like it's a good challenge, you know, to force myself to talk about myself.
I think you did a great job, and we're also nearly done. So you may breathe easy soon again. Rate this interview from 1 to ultra smooth.
Ultra smooth.
Damn. Straight for the highest rating.
Yeah, no, it's obvious that you've gotten comfortable. You've done this a few times. You actually have the questions. I wasn't expecting you to have like the questions out, like it's a little PowerPoint thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting it to be more like, I don't know, more disorganized, because that's how I am. So yeah, I appreciate you being prepared.
Awesome. Who should I interview next?
Did you interview Fusion yet?
Fusion Warrior? No, we had kind of, she has agreed, but we haven't set a date yet, basically.
Because I would say her. I would definitely watch her interview.
All right. And that's it already. Thank you so much for joining me on this, for agreeing to do this. It was lovely and very fun to have a direct chat with you and get to know you a little bit better. And I hope that all of you watching will be taking your time right after this video, right once this is done, to just head out and go click all them links and give the follows and hang out with Self-Medicating Pony.
All the links.
All of them. All right.
It's great talking to you.
Thank you likewise. And for everyone watching, thank you all for taking the time to listen to us and learn something as well. And have a good one. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, bye-bye.